Talking about a streamer today, man. Talking about Tbvnks.
I'll lie to a bitch. She'll be like, you want to sleep on the phone? I'm like, I was trying to watch this last episode. I'm like, yeah, y'all go to sleep with your shit. Let's go ahead and do it. As soon as I hear one, oh, doop, 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 I ain't gonna hold you. It's gone like that.
Tbvnks. And his alleged girlfriend's allegations, right? Now, I read up on the story a little bit. I watched a couple clips.
She'd be like, oh, I know you got a big meat, but it's not that big though. I've seen way bigger. Or she'd be like, yeah, you're 6 foot. You're kind of tall, but you're not that tall. You're short. She would do this constantly.
It kind of shaky. I ain't gonna lie. She was moving kind of shaky. He said in the beginning, like, she had a huge ego. She was saying, oh, I can do this and that if I wanted to. And she was saying all this even while she was with him. Even while she was with him, she said that. And I'm thinking like, damn. And he said that was the first red flag. I'm just giving you my 2 cents. Here's how I feel about it, man. If she's showing that in the beginning, it's like, why are we there?
The prettiest woman I ever laid eyes on. I marry you and have kids with you. Live the rest of my life with you.
Why are we there at that point? Why? Why are we there at that point? Because I know I've been there. I done seen some red flags, and I was still there. I was like, you know what? I'm just ignore it, because I want to be with the girl. Like, you know, who wouldn't?
Exactly. You DM me and said, hey, do you stay in California? And I said, yes. What's your number? And you gave it right away. You text me 30 seconds later. I don't give a fuck. Exactly. No, and less than 3 weeks later, I was like this.
You know, I got a nice looking girl. Like, who wouldn't want to be with her? You know what I mean? Like, I'm not gonna just stop talking to you because, you know, you said you could do whatever you want, and, you know, you don't have to be with me, and I could do that if I wanted to. Like, no. So I get it. But what I'm saying is, look, if we see those red flags early on, we gotta go. I think one of his memes was like, we gotta go. And I'll be honest. If a girl said that to me, I'm thinking like, damn, maybe she better off without me. Maybe she got it going on. Maybe she knows something I don't. Maybe she, you know, maybe she's, you know, well taken care of by herself. Maybe she's an independent woman. I don't know. But what I will say is, though, man, if she was saying that beforehand, I can't imagine what she was talking crazy. I can't imagine if she was talking crazy to him, like, during the whole time. Because if she's saying that in the beginning, dog, that's a loose cannon. That's a loose cannon. Literally. That's a snap on the finger loose cannon, dog. That's a snap on the finger loose cannon. You gotta be out of there. I ain't gonna lie. That's crazy. But basically, what he was also saying, like, I guess she can have 100 niggas with her, or she can have 100 niggas talking to her, or she got 100 niggas in a DM or something. And look, I said this in the last video. Right? That girl ego is big as hell. If a girl say some shit like that, just know her ego big as hell. Big as fuck. I'm just saying. And look, I'm gonna be honest, right? It look like that man been through it with these girls, man. Look, I don't know too much about the guy, about the streamer, but it looked like every time I see that man, he dealing with some type of ex situation or cheating situation. I heard, you know, she was linking up with a whole nother dude the same day. The same damn day she was linking up with him, she was linking up with the same dude. I was like, whoa. Is you serious? Is you cool? Is you cool, girl? You cool? I'm thinking like, damn, she was doing it like that? Nah, that's crazy. I ain't gonna lie, I don't even know how he even found all that shit out. Like, he was saying she was going to a friend's house. She was letting that dude, he was letting her walk the dog and shit. I was like, what?
Your dog always gonna be your best friend, won't switch up on you, but these girls do.
Not the dog. Not the dog. Bro, I ain't gonna lie. I ain't gonna lie. I couldn't trust no girl to walk my dog now. I ain't gonna lie. My dog old, but I ain't finna let that girl walk my dog. But that's just me. That's just me. You know what I'm saying? But like I said, she was linking up with a whole nother dude. She had a hickey on her neck.
On her neck. I asked her where the fuck did she get that hickey from? Because I have not seen you in a week. She sat right there, played dumb, and said, oh no, I don't know what the fuck you're talking about on her phone, didn't want to look at me. She finally breaks and tells me that she's seen a whole nother guy. They went out for a date, they ate food, she got kissed on, and that happened while I was telling her on the phone how much I wanted her to be my girlfriend.
I was like, bruh, damn. She had a hickey on her neck and you saw it? Nah, I ain't gonna lie, hickey is crazy because it's 2026. You still living hickeys in 2026, bro? Damn. Nah, that's crazy. That's wild. Like, it looked like they were doing more than some kissing. But listen, I'm gonna keep this shit real quick. Though. I seen a comment that was like, "Oh, I'm single. I wanna have a girlfriend, but when I see this shit, I just wanna stay single now." Hey, I ain't mad at you, bro. Listen. If you wanna do it, that's on you. That's all I'm gonna say. If you wanna do it, that's on you. But from what I heard and what I saw, and all the allegations coming up on her, uh, I don't know, bro. Like it's looking like it's not too good for my guy. Like it's looking like it's not too good for my guy. Like no cap. I was like, damn, she was doing all this shit on the same day, dog. On the same day. Then and listen, there's 24 hours in a day, but 24 hours, and then on top of that, right? On top of that, right? She was literally going to this nigga crib. She was going to this man's crib over here trying to bang on the door, trying to get in. I was like, what? What? Yo, that's next level. Like, seriously. You know how crazy you gotta be to do all that and still go to a nigga crib and still knock on the door? Like, everything cool? And, he kept it straightforward. Like, he was just like, you know what? It's best you just leave me alone. And he said in the video, in the clip, he was like, oh, I got a gift from her too. And I was like, she brought gifts, nigga? Oh my gosh. She brought gifts, nigga, too? Like, that shit crazy. Nah, I'm gonna be honest. Look. I'm gonna be honest. That is some next level shit. That is some next level shit, man. All I'm gonna say is, look, just be aware, bro. Just be aware of who you dealing with. Apparently, that's the Zach Levine's sister, allegedly. But damn, on All Star Weekend, gotta cut it, dog.